Hey, boys!
Hi.
You gotta tell me how wet this world is.
I gotta say, it was so wet.
How wet is it?
It's so wet. Your mom is jealous? I don't know.
It's so wet, you're gonna need a bathing suit just to jump into this podcast.
Ooh.
Hey, that was pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, that was great.
This world. Let me try one. Set me up. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the film.
Hey,
Set
Jett,
me up.
How wet is Waterworld?
It's so wet. Can't call it dry world.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to the podcast where we watch a movie and dare to ask the question, how wet is it?
How wet is it?
We are three unpaid interns who have been locked away in a basement somewhere in Hollywood and forced to churn out sequels to movies that nobody asked for. So grab some popcorn, maybe a little plant to keep on your boat, and join us on the ground floor of Sequel Factory. I am Roger.
I am Jett.
And I'm X.
Is the plant thing, is that a reference to Waterworld? Is that a thing they do on Waterworld?
It is. Okay, so last episode, Jett introduced a mechanic to the show that we could just kind of throw in where Jett didn't have to watch the movie.
It's really convenient.
Under this whole guise of I'm going to be an audience surrogate in that most of the audience may or may not have seen the movie.
I'm a generic brown-haired white boy. You can project onto me.
Part of me feels like, and it's just my suspicions, part of me feels like maybe you didn't want to watch Waterworld.
That's awful for you to say about me. I can't believe you would do this character assassination upon my body. If we were in the UK right now, with much more stringent libel and slander regulations, you'd be sued. You'd be hearing from my lawyer.
You're gonna sue your own show?
Rat bastard.
I'm suing my show for libel. Right, so we watched, I shouldn't say we, X and I watched Waterworld. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I unironically love this movie. It's been a very special part of my life for a very long time.
Whoa.
I watched it as a child, and I thought this is the peak of entertainment.
You're a regular wethead.
You know what, Jett?
That's what we all call each other.
I'll give you a theory as to why Roger loves this movie so much, with a one-sentence description of the movie, which is Mad Max on the water.
So pirates. So it's a pirates film.
There's some pretty heavy pirate themes for sure.
The hell does that mean?
You'd be pretty heavy pressed to make a movie on water and not have pirates be a theme.
Watch me.
So
no boats on this one, only swimming.
There was a few fun facts that I would like to read to you if I'm allowed.
How fun are they?
They're so fun. Your mom would be jealous. Okay.
All right, let's hear them.
So here's some fun facts. The original cut of this movie was 3 hours long. But it was cut down to 135 minutes, not only by the studio, but by Kevin Costner, because his previous film to this was also a flop.
Wait, which film was that?
It was...
Bro, that was fun
Wyatt
as hell.
Earp, 1994.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner and his flopping westerns.
Kevin
Doesn't
Costner
seem
and
to-
his flopping performance at the box office.
Also, prior to Titanic in 1997, this was the most expensive movie ever produced.
The most water. Before that,
Definitely a lot of water.
as the old adage goes, water on the sea, sailor's delight. Water on the set, sailor take fright.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner personally invested $22 million of his own money into the film.
Jeez, what is with that guy?
I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. reading these fun facts, I have found that Kevin Costner doesn't get along with a lot of people. In fact, during the filming of this movie, he was going through a divorce.
Oh.
You know, here's a fun fact.
That must
just for this podcast.
That must have Costner a lot of his fortune, which he spent all on this film.
I, for the longest time, thought Kevin Costner directed this movie.
Okay, there's a reason for that. Because the man who did direct it, Kevin, what was his name?
Reynolds.
Kevin Reynolds.
Yeah.
He and Kevin Costner had worked together before on a previous movie.
Robin Hood.
And they did not get along at all. However, for this film, whenever Kevin Costner was like first getting initiated, or I shouldn't say initiated, interested in the movie,
hazing?
he asked Kevin Reynolds to be a part of it. And at first Reynolds refused, but it took a producer to put them together in a room, literally locking them away in a hotel room until they hashed things out. Now Reynolds, it's rumored, left, like he walked off of the project, and this is rumored that Costner had to step in to finish the direction.
That was the divorce.
That was the divorce he was going through, yes.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
But yeah.
That's fun.
Some little fun facts.
What's Waterworld about?
Man. X, do you have anything for this, or do you just want to kind of hash through it?
Waterworld. What is Waterworld about? What isn't
My present
Waterworld
understanding,
about?
I've seen a few images from the flick.
Uh-huh.
I think it looks just like a lot of rafts and like scaffolding.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So far, you're right.
It's like a lot of scaffolding and rafts on the ocean, and everyone's wearing like brown rags.
There's a few key elements you're missing. Just to kind of name off a few, you're looking at cigarettes.
Oh.
You're looking
Jet
at
skis.
Mix with the water.
What did you say, X?
Jet skis.
Oh, jet skis for sure. A lot of ski-doos out there.
Well-placed ramps.
Convenient ramps. And CGI fish.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Jack Black flying like a crop duster.
Yes.
Jack Black is in it?
He has 4 lines throughout the whole film, but he is a pilot.
Yeah. What year did this movie come out? Like 19?
It was 95, maybe?
Okay.
It's a good year.
So it stars Kevin Costner. I can't remember the woman who plays next to him. And then it's about Kevin Costner helping this woman.
Jeanne Tripplehorn, sorry.
Yes. Okay, so it's about Kevin Costner helping out this woman and this little girl played by Deb from Napoleon Dynamite.
Uh-huh.
To find dry land in a world that long ago has been flooded by the oceans because the polar ice caps have melted.
Oh.
And apparently this little girl has a tattoo on her back that will lead to dry land. A lot of plot holes in this movie.
Plenty of plot
As
holes.
you can imagine.
So there's a girl map, and they've got to follow the girl map to land.
Yes, but there's actually very little following of the map in the movie because, sure enough, people want to know where dry land is, so they're chased by the smokers. These are men on sea-doos, smoking cigarettes. As you said, it plays very well. Jett, whose home base is the tanker, the Exxon Valdez. I think.
Yes, Exxon Valdez.
Famously was the cause of like the world's second largest oil spill at the time, like back in the 80s. And there's like a fun little bit where Dennis Hopper, who plays the baddie, he like idolizes the captain of that ship because there's like a portrait of the captain. And mind you, this is like the year 2500, so it's been centuries since all this went down.
It's been some time.
Yeah, it's an interesting world. It gets even more interesting when you find out that Kevin Costner's character, who's not named, well, at least not through most of the movie.
He's called the Mariner.
The Mariner, yeah. You find out...
Wow. You live on a world that's like all water, and you get to be the Mariner.
Yes, because everyone else is called like horse or spit skank or thumbtack.
Most of the civilization live on like atolls, which is just like a mass
man-made atolls. Basically settlements that they have built on the water out of scrap metal and wood and whatever. In fact, the one they used in the movie was a real set, right? This is where a lot of the money went. It utilized all of Hawaii's scrap metal.
Wow.
And it was 1/4 mile wide.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What did they do with it after the fact?
right?
They turned it into a theme park.
I would hope so.
They disassembled it and sent it to Florida. And now you can catch shows probably 4 times a day at Universal Studios.
Yeah, Universal Studios. Actually, you know what? That show did so well in its first run that they built 5 more. You mean it?
That's a real thing?
I'm not lying.
Well, I don't know if they broke down the set and took it to Florida.
Oh, yeah, no. We don't know if that happened.
There's a show
they did
that they
make
do.
Universal Studios.
That's economical.
Set. Yeah.
So as far as the story goes, Kevin Costner stops at an atoll to trade because he has dirt. So literally it's just Mad Max but opposite. Instead of everything being dirt and them needing water, everything is water and people want dirt for some reason. You do see Kevin Costner growing a plant on his boat.
He's a lime plant because citrus is good for scurvy.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get enough dirt, I can make my own island.
I'm
sure.
Yeah, what is an island if not enough dirt?
What do people want dirt? Just so they can glow? Yeah, that's it. Just so they can grow plants?
Probably.
Well,
but where would they get seeds from, right? Everything's underwater.
They pray, X, and God provides?
Here's the thing.
Question.
Kevin Costner doesn't need no God because he is a fucked up oh my gosh, what's the word I can do without spoiling it right away?
Man.
The people the people of this atoll want him to mate with their with some young girl on their little structure.
Don't
because
use the word mate, do
No.
No.
He's right in doing so. You asked earlier where did they get the seeds, and the answer is Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner. So because on these atolls, it's just a lot of inbreeding.
I hardly know her.
They don't leave often, but Kevin Costner's like, no thanks. And then the people get upset and they want answers from him, and they find out he is a mutant. He's got gills behind his ears.
Whoa!
So in this fictional not history foreshadowing, whenever the world floods, there is a subsect of humans that have evolved gills, right? Pull oxygen from the water around them, and that's how they breathe underwater. The scientific name for these people is ichthyosapiens.
I'm sure there's some Latin thing going on there, but that's nasty.
Maybe.
That's nasty to hear.
Here's the questionable part about the situation Kevin Costner finds himself in. These normal people hate him for having gills and literally want to kill him.
He's a muto.
Is this a twist? When do you learn about these gills?
You learn about it in that moment.
Into the movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of a twist. But you would think these people are like, oh, it'd be super useful to have someone who can breathe underwater on a world entirely made of water. But no.
I don't want to get in on that.
Here's another crutch in the whole having dirt and seeds.
Okay.
Everything's under salt water. So what doesn't that
arguably it is. However, because the ice caps melted, it's not necessarily.
You're saying it's diluted.
It wouldn't be purely salt water though, right? The salinity would have been a little watered down.
Well, here, I don't want to jump ahead too much, but at the end of the movie, they do use the phrase, it's all fresh, so...
Oh, you know what? That's true. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like really worried about having drinking water. Oh, in the beginning of the film, by the way, opening up,
The very
is a
opening.
shot of Kevin Costner pissing in a bottle and then pouring that bottle into this little contraption, and then that contraption turns it into drinkable water, which he puts in his mouth and then spits on a lime tree that he's
water.
growing on his boat.
Yeah. And this is where we catch a glimpse of like.
Well, that would be for the scurvy.
Yeah,
Like, that's useful.
Yeah.
I don't know what his spit is adding to the situation.
Maybe he just wants it.
Maybe he needs that.
he's a freak. He's
It's
gonna.
a spit.
We don't know how good spit is for limes.
Oh, well, we know lime is good for your spit,
but in this
so.
TED Talk, I've been spitting on limes for the last 5 years.
So,
Hello, sharks. You're probably wondering what's with all the limes. I'm gonna tell you, but first, let me pull out my salivomatic.
Stop right there. I'll give you
Huh?
5 for 10. Take it or leave it.
Take it.
Good deal.
right.
Anyway, so they find out he's a mutant, right?
Yeah, they find out he's a mutant. They want to kill him, but then the bad guys, the smokers, show up, who are called smokers because they smoke and they also use gasoline-powered contraptions that produce smoke.
This Kevin Costner's called the Mariner because he on boats, and smokers are the smokers because they smoke.
There's literally a line.
And the fish people are the ichthyosapiens because of language.
You'll never believe why they call dry land dry.
It's a stupid idea. Continue. Right.
So
Okay.
the
Just kind of
I
speed
don't
on
really
through this.
know what the bad
Yeah.
guy's whole thing is, but there's literally a line that Dennis Hopper says when Kevin Costner starts fleeing the scene of this atoll being attacked by the smokers. He's like, "Stop him! I hate sales." Because, why not? So
Because
Kevin,
wind power causes cancer, according to our current administration.
that's fair. Let's see. So Kevin Costner and the woman and the little girl escape. And Kevin Costner, by the way, through this whole movie, the most wooden acting I've ever seen.
Yeah,
like a major blockbuster.
Someone on set, like the PA, forgot to tell Costner that the cameras were rolling.
Yeah, he delivers his lines so like.
This was all
nonchalant's
practice.
not even the word. It's just like, my boat, it's sinking, like stuff like that. So he escapes. He immediately suggests killing the little girl to preserve water, and then
The map child.
yeah, the map child who he doesn't know has a map just yet.
Oh.
But the woman prevents that, and then, man,
Many such cases.
I have a whole document of notes if you just want me to read through that.
Yeah.
go for it. We
it.
do find out pretty soon after they escape that the little girl can't swim, right? And
Consumed the fruit of the devil. Of the devil.
Well, she was born on dry land, which they will never explain how she got off dry land, how she got where she is. Someone must have found her.
They did say that there was fresh dirt in the basket that she arrived in.
Evidence.
So
Yes,
around
evidence.
this time is when Jack Black shows up on the plane. They narrowly escape yet again. Kevin Costner starts to form like a relationship with these two. He teaches the little girl how to swim. The woman wants to know where he got the dirt that he had from, because she assumes that he must know where this dry land is. He goes to show her, which they dive, and he swims her down. Like, he can breathe underwater, but he puts her in like this little contraption so that she can see.
It's a diving bell, but it's made of like a clear plastic.
Huh.
Yes. And he shows her Denver, Colorado.
Underwater.
Which is
Yes.
It has, I guess they allude to this with like ski slopes and stuff. You can see the little like gondolas that go up. which, not in Denver, but I guess close enough. But I was also thinking, the highest point in the U.S. isn't even Denver. It would probably be like Santa Fe or any of the surrounding cities around Denver. So he shows her that. They come back up. They leave the little girl by herself while they do this, by the way. And sure enough, when they come back up, the smokers are there and they take her away.
Classic.
And then shortly after that...
They're after the map.
Yeah,
Yes.
They are after the map. They found out that she has a map, so they're after her. Kevin Costner at this point has learned. I don't know if he believes that there's actually dry land. This is part of the reason why he's showing her sunken Denver.
Uh-huh.
But they're stranded. His trimaran, which by the way, he doesn't have a catamaran, he has a trimaran. And
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, but it's destroyed. They're left stranded, and an old man in a balloon, whom the woman and the little girl were initially supposed to escape with, but he accidentally flew off. But he appears and saves them, and then you're gonna have to refresh me from here, Roger.
So the old man in the balloon picks them up from the burnt remains of his really cool boat, and he takes them to a small settlement of survivors from the original atoll. And that also includes like the sheriff of the original town. And they're like, "Oh, this is dangerous. He's a mutant. We can't trust him. Oh, the smokers, if we go get the girl, the smokers are just going to attack us again. This is disastrous. We're better off without this guy." Well, anyway, the mariner's like, "Well, I'm going to go save her anyway." And he gets on a little jet ski, and he rides through some fog, some very, very thick fog, and he ends up, sea fog, at the base, like the bottom of a cargo ship, the Exxon ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Exxon Valdez. It's a big old tanker that's completely rusted. It's completely rusted over, riddled with holes, and does not work. It doesn't, the engines don't work, but it's full of oil still, but they literally have to manually row it. So there's these giant oars.
They have crafted these 80-foot oars that they're using to propel the boat. 5 men have to
use a piece.
There's no reason to do that.
So the smokers, that's how they operate. The extended edition, I should say, explains how they refine oil into gasoline, and that's how they utilize their jet skis and all that. But we didn't get to see that.
Like cigarettes and bullets and stuff. No one else has guns, like firearms. They have spears and stuff like that. But the smokers do have actual guns, including full turrets and shit. So.
Oh yeah, they grow a lot. Or no, they have a lot of cigarettes and they have a lot of bullets, but they don't have powder, and they don't have tobacco seeds. So
it is not explained. But Dennis Hopper in this moment, he can't figure out the map on the little girl's back, but he wants to oh my gosh, rally his guys. So he kind of just lies to him and he's like, "We're headed that way," and he starts making them row. And
I have to ask a question. I have to interject.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to all of the normal maps? Did they all get wet?
Yeah.
Paper's really hard to come by in a world made of water.
Yeah, but surely people saved some maps.
We kind of breezed over this.
There's laminated maps.
Well,
because if you know you're over top Denver, Colorado, and you have a globe, a topological globe, you've got a map to land.
Colorado. I think he's just swimming down to the highest point that's recognizable to the audience.
But
they literally
go to the tallest landmass, right?
Well, we'll get there. But
yeah, we'll get there.
So a guy literally tries to bargain with paper. That's his bargaining chip as actual paper. That whole scene implies pedophilia, so we weren't going to get into it. But you just had to bring up an issue there, Jett.
I don't put this on me.
You did it.
You could have left out that detail.
You absolutely had to ask a question.
Well, we had to figure out what they were bargaining paper for. But there's a scene where Kevin Costner dives
I hate that there's
into the water again, and he finds a National Geographic that's like would have been completely disintegrated 500 years into the future underwater, but whatever. And then apparently the little girl through the whole movie is drawing. She's making little doodles, and it takes this National Geographic for him to be like, oh, she's drawing stuff from dry land. So maybe there is dry land. I don't know. Also, it implies that she was like a baby when she
and she like memorized like horses and trees.
Yeah.
So there's like land somewhere.
So the smokers are like, hell yeah, we're headed to dry land. They start rowing their boat. Kevin Costner pops up. He climbs up the side of the ship, and he threatens to light the oil, to like blow it all to sky high if they don't hand over the girl.
Have you ever seen The Empire Strikes Back? Sorry, not that one. Not The Empire. Wait, is it the that happens.
What?
But Kevin Costner's holding a flare over a hole that goes straight into an oil pit.
What do you think happens in The Empire Strikes Back?
Sorry, am I
Does
not...
Kevin Carbonite? No. Does Kevin Costner get turned into a rock?
I have no idea what you two are going on about.
No, you know how like the shot that Luke fires like goes down into a vent.
Oh, that's the first
you mean
Star
A New
Wars.
Hope?
Yeah. Is that in A New Hope? Really?
Yeah, blowing up the Death Star. Blowing up the Death Star. Yes.
Empire. He lightsaber duels Vader.
Yeah.
And gets his hand cut off.
Right.
Man, you need help.
It's been a long time since I've seen them. They're like 40-year-old movies.
It also happens in Return of the Jedi, but I think that's Han. Not Han.
There's no exhaust port.
Whatever.
They just go into the thing.
Yeah.
Once the shield generator on one of the moons of the Forest Moon of Endor
imagine Kevin Costner is holding a flare, and he does what Luke does.
Yeah.
Flies an X-Wing.
Yes.
Launches his flare down into
He uses the Force.
The oil pit of the Death Star.
And kills his dad.
That's what happens in it.
So this is a pretty cool scene where Dennis Hopper's like, I don't believe you. There's no way in hell you'd blow up this whole ship. And Kevin Costner just drops the flare. And there's a funny little bit where there's this like old man who is
easily
like
my favorite line in the movie.
A tortured soul who has to like oversee all this oil. And he's like sitting on a little boat floating on the oil. As the flare comes down, he sees it and he just says, oh, thank God. And then
thank God. Blows the fuck up.
Yeah. And you see it, like the whole ship just like a huge fireball. Yet somehow the people on top are perfectly fine. Kevin Costner starts shooting, bullets start flying. He kills this one guy that you meet on the atoll way earlier.
The ship
who
blows
I didn't really
up, and they're still on the ship.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, don't. I don't know how else to explain it, man.
I'm visualizing
they're standing on top
this
of the
perfectly.
ship. It's pretty impressive explosion. Anyways, shootout ensues. Dennis Hopper tries running off with the girl on Jack Black's little plane. No sign of Jack Black anymore. And Kevin Costner actually does something pretty cool where he takes like a hook and he hooks the bottom of the plane.
Yes, this is so cool.
And it rips out the like legs and stuff, and it brings it down.
Effectively, it crashes the plane.
Yes.
Ah. Ooh,
I don't remember how they get back to the hot air balloon.
Well, it's floating over the ship as it's blowing up.
Oh yeah. They get back onto the hot air balloon. They save the girl, but Dennis Hopper's not dead just yet. He pops out of the water, gets onto his jet ski, and he's a crack shot, man, because he just shoots this little girl out of the hot air balloon. She's in the water now. 5 jet skis.
What do you mean shoots her out of the hot air balloon?
Hey, I mean he hits something.
Yeah, it definitely hits out. Like the wall of the craft that they're in,
and she oops and falls over.
Yeah, it jostles her.
I promise you, the next part is going to be way more concerning. So just hold on.
Yes. So now there's several jet skis headed towards this little girl head on, and Kevin, Jesus Christ, Kevin Costner is like, I gotta save her. So he grabs a length of rope, jumps out of the hot air balloon and bungees the little girl out of the water just as these jet skis collide into each other, resulting in a giant fireball, finally killing Dennis Hopper and a couple of his goons, and fight over. The day is saved. The old man with the hot air balloon figures out that the map on her back is reversed.
It's just upside down.
What?
Yeah, yes.
It doesn't have a compass on it?
I think it's like a star map or something like that.
Oh yeah, so it's important to note, the map, I don't want you to think of a map. I want you to think of a circle that has kanji on it, okay?
Oh.
The top of the circle has a mountain, right? And there's something that looks like an arrow on the circle. So everyone thought it was pointing up when it should be pointing down. And the kanji are actually, people have looked this up. It's longitude and latitude that would lead you to the tallest point on the Earth.
Oh my God. It's just a map to Mount Everest.
It is a mount. It is a map to Mount Everest. Yes.
They don't explain that though in the original cut. You don't figure that out.
No, they do not.
So they find dry land.
So high up. How is anyone breathing?
Well, hold on, Jett, you're getting ahead of us here. They get to dry land. It is Hawaii. It's the same location they used for Jurassic Park and Lost and Blue Lagoon, all that stuff. It's just Hawaii. And watching it, they don't explain the Mount Everest thing. Roger had to. The people had to look that up. Right?
Yeah.
In the original cut, they just get to this island. And you're like, oh, it's just an island. It's very clearly Hawaii. In my head, I was like, no, surely if there's any land still sticking out of the water, it'd have to be Mount Everest.
It'd be pretty pointy.
It's just greenery everywhere. These aren't even mountains. They're hills. They're just really big hills.
Hold on a
horses.
Second.
There's
the green
waterfalls.
rolling hills of Mount Everest from my youth.
We're talking about a planet
where we hold little girls upside down and tattoo maps upon them.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a planet that was so hot the ice caps melted, right? So this mountain wouldn't be snowy.
That's no planet. That's a space station.
After hundreds and hundreds of years, the deformation of this mountaintop could have been changed to look like Jurassic Park.
500 years?
Yeah,
I said hundreds and hundreds.
That's all it takes, yeah?
Sorry, 100 and 100.
Okay, here we are at
100
the end
and
of the
100
movie.
and 100 and 100 and 100, actually.
Yes, that's correct.
So end of the movie, Jett, what do you think happens at the end of this movie? They get to dry land. They see some horses.
They get to dry land. No, I got it. They get to dry land. They followed the map. They've read the kanji. They get there and they dismount and their raft drifts away and they see men on horses riding up with guns drawn, and the men take their helmets on and my God, they're apes underneath.
No, but that would.
It was the Planet of the Apes all along.
Could have been a better ending.
No, so the way it ends is they get to the island, they see horses, a big waterfall. Somebody exclaims, "My God, it's all fresh!" And then they find a little hut with the little girl's parents' skeletal remains. And Kevin Costner says, "This doesn't feel right. It doesn't move." So he decides to go back to the ocean.
So the mariner, who is this fish man, doesn't like being on land. There's a line in the movie where the little girl's like, "You're just land sick. We're all experiencing it, and it'll go away soon." He says that he doesn't belong here. Now, it's important that in the extended version of this movie, he didn't leave because he just felt like leaving. He left because there are other mutants out there. There are other ichthyosapiens out there who can be accepted by humanity as long as they're willing to save the fucking day. So that was the original reason that he left.
You have to understand this, Jett.
Right, sort of a tokenism.
The extended version is 40 minutes longer than the theatrical release.
Which version did you watch?
I just watched the short
the only
one.
version that's available to the public. There is a version on YouTube that you can find.
Right, the original one that's 3 hours.
Yes.
Well, it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Well, excuse me.
We're already at 40 minutes here, so do we want to hop into our sequel?
Oh my god, we've been talking that long?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Sequel. What are we doing?
All right. Jett, for your initial reactions, what are you feeling?
I think we stick with these fish people.
Okay.
I feel like okay, well, we're not allowed to do they've taken over the earth.
No, and none of them can become president.
President of what?
But maybe we go the opposite direction. If they were searching for land the first time, it's Kevin Costner. Whatever we have to do to pick up directly from the last film. He's decided, because I like the idea that he's searching for his people, right?
Yeah.
We can just kind of make it so that either version you watched of the film, or I guess if you were in some of the early screenings, we got to make sure to include that demographic. Kevin Costner, CGI'd face, deep faked to look young for the whole film.
Okay. I'm sure he would put up his own money for that kind of technology.
Mm-hmm. Can't take that from him in the divorce. I think he's searching for his fish people, and he's looking for the lost location of the Marianas Trench to get down deep where the Gillmen live.
Oh, sorry, we should have mentioned, when he goes down there, he has to use flares to see in the darkness.
Weak sauce. Get good.
Well, here's my idea. That's not necessarily story related as to what he's doing, but it is a crutch. Maybe it's not immediately after the movie. Maybe he spent decades looking for his family, so it's just Kevin Costner now. But the ice caps are starting to refreeze.
Oh, wait a minute. What if the whole planet is starting to freeze?
Ooh.
And all of that water turns solid.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to get down to the Marianas Trench to take a tunnel to restart the core of the Earth to warm it up again.
Huh.
So he's got to take an atomic bomb to the center of the Earth to warm the planet so that
there were a few things that I thought we were doing
die.
Just then. So I really thought we were going to hop on like a Snowpiercer kind of bead. But that was not the case.
Instead of jet
Kevin
skis,
Costner
they have
hates this
snowmobiles now.
Iceworld. Yeah, it's snowmobiles, and he can go down underwater, but only for a brief amounts of time before he starts to freeze to death.
Well, I mean, the deeper you go, the less you'd be likely to freeze.
Maybe it's getting cold from beneath. We could do sinking ice, like in G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra.
I don't know if I saw that movie.
In the big underwater submarine battle at the end of G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra, the ice cap over their heads starts to blow up, and big chunks of ice start sinking into the water, presenting a threat.
Oh, you know
like ice does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hundreds of people on that set. Nobody was like, wait a minute.
We've got sinking ice. So it's all freezing maybe some of it's sinking ice and some of it's floating ice. And that's a mystery of the film.
And we're not sure what. It probably has to do with the salinity of the ice.
Okay.
Can you freeze salt water? Surely so.
I'm sure you can freeze about anything.
I think salt water will eventually freeze, but it takes a lot longer and it has to be much colder than fresh water.
We're not going to check before we draft the entire script on this premise.
No.
Hey, G.I. Joe didn't. We won't have to either.
It's so funny you said that, because during the original production, one of the writers was confronted with the fact that if the snow caps did melt, the water level would only rise about 100 feet. And he said, I'm going to ignore that.
I think maybe there's something... okay, so here's the problem. I think we can solve some things, right? We can kind of treat this like the Alien franchise, where we can just kind of go back and add in anything that we want.
Are you saying the sequel should be called Waterworlds?
No.
Two waters,
okay.
two worlds.
Two world.
No, you don't like that one?
What about Wet 5?
2 trucks really tickled you, but 2 waters, 2 worlds.
Hey, listen.
I hope you know why 2 trucks tickled me.
That's a sentence.
Because if you don't know...
Do you know why? Do you know why 2 trucks tickled me?
Do you know about 2 trucks?
Have you seen the trucks? Okay.
Are you asking me?
Yes, I need to know if you know what 2 trucks is.
No, I guess not.
And why that's funny. Oh, my God.
I'm not chronically online like you 2 losers. I have a typewriter and a flip phone.
If Jett has an answer to this, I don't know it.
You're over there, X. You need to get here.
We can't see you.
Yeah,
you need to get here where we're at.
Not sure what you're doing.
So Kevin Costner's got to find an atomic bomb to take to the center of the planet to restart the core of the planet so that it gets warm again.
Right.
Because that's where all the heat comes from.
It wasn't fully explained why the ice caps melted in the first movie. It's alluded to like, oh, the people that came before, the ancients, they did something terrible
500 years ago.
We don't know if that involved nuclear war. So there may or may not be nuclear warheads ready to go down below in the watery depths.
Absolutely would not have melted the ice caps. It probably would create a nuclear winter that would have frozen more of the world.
I don't think you know what nuclear winter means.
I'm pretty sure that's what it means. I'm pretty sure it gets colder when you do bombs.
But do you know why it gets colder?
Because all the atmosphere gets all messed up.
Yeah,
right. Sunlight can't get in.
The sun's blocked out.
Yeah, it's purely because the sun is blocked out. It doesn't mean the Earth gets cold.
Yeah, what do you think happens when the sun isn't hitting the Earth? Gets cold.
Technically, it's still hitting the Earth, but
it gets bounced off.
The soil.
It gets reflected because the atmosphere is white.
So, but why would the core of the Earth get cold?
No, I'm talking about actual nuclear winter.
Okay, so we're on a fiction kick right now.
That's life.
So somehow the ice caps are freezing.
Roger, what I'm saying is the origin story for this wet planet can't have been nuclear war. Because that would not have melted the ice caps unless everyone...
Well, hold on! What if they shot the nuclear weapons at the ice caps? It would do some damage!
My God. Maybe we can put this in a cinematic universe with The Thing. And when that thing got out, everyone found out the thing was on the ice caps.
Oh.
And they were like, oh, we gotta bomb that thing.
What if... And this could help.
So they bombed the thing, and that melted the ice caps. And then more water came from somewhere.
X, you have to stop
asteroid.
letting Jett interrupt you. Just keep going.
Okay, so here's an idea that would solve the backstory and would explain why the planet is freezing again. Okay,
I propose a water asteroid.
Okay, that's where I was going. Not water, but asteroid. 500 years ago, an asteroid hit the Earth, knocked it out of orbit, and it's just floating freely through space.
500 years ago?
Yeah, at first it was going too close to the sun, ice caps melt, whole planet covered in water. Now it's past the sun, everything's freezing again because we're out
it's on a strong elliptical orbit.
Right, yeah. No, this is good.
Winter is coming.
Yeah, okay.
Winter is coming. We don't have a choice. Kevin Costner is old. And
so in Kevin Costner's journey, trying to figure out how to stop the ice from covering all the water, he runs into his people, his whatever the hell you called them.
Right,
Roger.
because he's got to go down. He's got to go down to the Marianas Trench because of the geothermal heat. It's all still liquid down there when you get deeper in.
Okay,
so that's where the warmth is. And there's bad guys trying to siphon the heat from the Marianas Trench.
Are we on? Hold on. Is the crux can't be that they think it's going to run out of heat, right?
What, the trench?
It's not like bad guys are going to be like, we're going to take all of the heat from the Marianas Trench.
My understanding of this franchise is that all of the people are really stupid and don't know shit about anything.
Well, they did say that most of them are inbred, so yeah, it could be.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, Kevin Costner's like, if they take all the heat from the Marianas Trench, this is how he sounds, all my people are gonna die.
Okay.
So we gotta blow up an atomic bomb.
My God, you want an atomic bomb so bad.
In order to knock the planet back into good ways.
Hold on, I really want that written down as a quote. And I want you to attribute that quote to Kevin Costner from Waterworld.
Kevin
Waterworld
Costner,
2.
parenthetical, New York accent.
Okay, so the Mariner, who probably calls himself something different now. He found his people, probably the Family Man.
Well, his name is
the Family
Ulysses.
Man.
Hey.
Finds his family. Congratulations, but the world is freezing, and hold on. What's stopping him from just staying down there?
Because the bad guys are coming to his home to steal all the heat.
Right.
And he's got to blow them up with an atomic bomb.
So he
Yeah.
yes.
I think you guys don't like my atomic bomb idea.
You know what? We're going to have to start adding the atomic bombs to the list of no-nos.
We haven't used atomic bombs since Moon's Fall.
Moon's Fall? Wait. Okay, I guess. I don't even remember Moon's Fall.
No, did we use an atomic bomb in Maximum Overcharge?
Yes.
Because there was the silos.
Yes,
God dang it.
Yes, we did.
All right, I'm adding it. Where is it?
So, man, obviously there's not anything these guys can actually do to stop the ice from forming. So he meets his family. He meets the other gill people. Who are the bad guys?
Well, he's been living there for a while because that's where his family is. Maybe.
What if? Sorry. What if the crux of the movie is that the planet is freezing, obviously, and the people on the island have brought so many other survivors to the island, but they're all like in danger of dying. So Kevin Costner's character wants to create a haven down near the Marianas Trench where it's still warm, but he has to, one, get them down there and safe from the new bad guys who are obsessed with
stealing the heat from the Marianas Trench.
Let's call them torchers, right? They really like fire.
Ooh.
Right? And, you know, in a world where it's always cold, people who like fire are pretty upset about it.
Well, I'll tell you who the bad guy is.
Okay.
He's burned, terribly disfigured, and obsessed with the purifying power of flame, which once, long ago, rid him and saved him from indentured servitude on a little boat on top of a whole bunch of oil inside a tanker.
Oh my God. It's the Pitman.
It's the Pitman.
Oh man,
he survived the blast, and now he's obsessed with trying to cleanse the world with the purifying flame.
You know, it's funny you want like a disfigured bad guy, because Dennis Hopper's character does lose an eye in the original movie.
He loses an eye and he's bald, which is funny because that describes Nick Fury, and Sam L. Jackson had to turn down that role. I'm not lying. Sam L. Jackson had to turn down the role of the Deacon because he was busy shooting Die Hard. Not Die Hard. The other Bruce Willis sequel.
The other Bruce Willis sequel?
What was...
With Samuel Jackson?
G.I. Joe Retaliation, I believe.
That would have been Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Is it? Okay, yeah, then that was it.
Okay. So we got this old, decrepit, crusty
It should be mentioned, this guy in the first movie is ancient.
Yes, he's very old.
He's so old.
Well, he's
the
been
flames
mutated.
purified him, right?
He's been mutated by the flames and the oil. And he has like a sort of like constant regeneration factor, like Deadpool.
He was nursed back to full health with some Dawn dish soap and some, I don't know, caring passerbys.
Now that
Tough
sounded
on
like
grease,
a joke, but it actually
not
feels like a really funny movie tie-in.
Tough on grease, not on skin. Makes you immortal to the purifying flame.
Yeah, that's like his call sign. Like right before he murders someone. Tough on grease.
Oh my god! The bad guys, they call themselves the New Dawn.
The New Dawn!
Because they want to create a sunrise seen across the planet as the surface burns. So they're trying to go down underwater to get to old oil rigs to send a layer of oil up to the surface to coat the planet that they can set on fire.
They're literally making a new
stop the
sun
ice.
out of the earth. Jett, you somehow made this a really cool idea.
And then Kevin Costner gets a nuclear bomb.
Uh-huh.
Where would he even get it from? I guess a submarine, right?
Yeah, probably
well,
a submarine.
There is a submarine that eventually, I guess, sank to the bottom of Denver, Colorado.
Jesus Christ, why did it sound like that?
I put my mouth really close to the microphone.
Oh, man.
I thought that felt like I was like hearing a sleeper activation phrase.
I thought you were playing like a recording
Denver.
or something. Like
Mr. Dalliard, we've been activated. Mr. Dalliard.
Cool. Honestly, can we say the bad guys win and now all the humans and Ichthyos sapiens have to live in the Marianas Trench?
Because the surface of the planet is burning eternally, all becomes one when the sun comes to Earth.
Exactly.
We only have to set up the second part, so we can just leave it open for
We can.
a third part 2
Hold on.
Whatever.
Are we setting up that this one's called Iceworld and the next one's called Fireworld?
It's called
one of them would
Icy
have to be one of them would have to be called
Earthworld. It's got to be the fourth one.
Yeah, Earthworld.
Because
Earthworld would
the
be
fire
the
has
resolution.
evaporated all of the water.
I will say I was worried at the beginning of this episode that just due to our track record, it was going to be ended up like we were going to end up calling the sequel Water Universe or Water Galaxy. So I'm glad this happened.
Water
this way.
Unleashed. Sorry. World 2.
So okay, so this is, we can wrap it up here soon. But the bad guy's whole thing in baptizing the world in fire is ultimately to save it from the ice. But Kevin Costner can't see past his own. Much like most of the good guys in most movies can't see past their own. Oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for?
Noses.
Values.
Selfish.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so does he save the people on the island? They would all drown if they tried to go to the trench.
Well, no, I'm saying they make a big diving bell that they all get inside, and that's what they live in at the bottom of the Marianas Trench near the
The geothermal vents. that keep it
geothermal
warm.
vents. Yes.
Yeah, I guess they'd have to take a lot of plants with them to maintain the oxygen, huh? But then where's all
Yeah.
that? Well, I guess that would work theoretically. Well, okay, so it's set up
dope.
then. The outer part of the planet is on fire. All these people
Under the fire is ice. Under the ice is water. Under the water,
Earth.
society.
society,
Yes, society.
civilization.
Civilization.
And then oh my God, what did you call them? The gill people?
Ichthyos sapiens.
Ichthyos sapiens and Homo sapiens living in harmony.
Yeah, having to coexist. And that, like, there's some contention there that we could add throughout the script, right? Like, humans in the first film would just blatantly murder anyone who was a mutant. So
But
like,
now they're the minority, and they have
right.
to.
So now they have to kind of coexist, and you know how humans do.
Yeah, with the bumper sticker.
Yes.
And then the next part would turn into like Atlantis. I mean, I guess that's technically what this is, but with technology and shit. Mm-hmm. But all right, I think we did it. I think we
I think this is good.
To Waterworld.
I think that's a good film. I think they're going to greenlight this. Iceworld.
You think Kevin Costner
Earthworld.
put in the budget for the original one was $175 million, which at the time was the most expensive.
Yes.
Budget.
I think
how much is this one going to be?
With the amount of water we're going to need for this
and
goddamn
ice.
film.
And fire.
Oh, yeah, the AC bill, it's going to run us up to at least $1 billion.
Jeez.
A $1 billion budget for this movie?
Well, yeah, we're going to
have
to freeze like a whole patch of the ocean.
And we're going to actually have to put a whole civilization underwater. Those people are going to have to... It's all going to be practical, man.
No CGI, the whole movie, all practical, all in camera.
Why would we do that?
It's directed by Christopher Nolan.
Oh, Nolan?
Okay.
We don't think Nolan on this. Costner wants to put his actual name on this one?
Well, he's rolling in that, what was it?
Divorce
Mr.
Money?
Jones's movie? What was that movie called?
Which one? For Kevin Costner?
Yeah, hold on.
He's actually still looking pretty good.
Kevin Costner? Yeah. I mean, he starred in Horizon.
Oh, Mr. Brooks is what I was thinking of.
Kevin Costner had
If y'all haven't seen Mr. Brooks, by the way, definitely watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we might add it to the list for this podcast. But
I don't reckon. Yeah. I don't want to make anybody watch it because it does also star Dane Cook.
Oh,
jeez.
Does he have his
puppets?
You know
I think I have seen that.
Yeah.
Does he have his puppets? Is David Bowie there?
What are you talking about?
Like any good puppet movie has David Bowie.
Why is it a puppet movie?
Cook. Who's that stand-up comedian with the puppets?
Are you thinking of Jeff Dunham?
Are you thinking Jeff Dunham? Dane Cook and his famous puppets.
Could you imagine if Kevin Costner had to act alongside a ventriloquist?
Hang on, we can do that. We can add that into the film.
That's gonna have to be a different episode, folks. What movie are we doing next?
Whose turn is it?
I don't know.
Because I've got one.
Let's see.
It's got to be one that one of us hasn't seen.
Yeah, it would probably be Jett's turn next. Yeah.
Have you boys seen The Goonies?
Oh my god. My partner was literally just watching that yesterday. I've never seen it. I've never seen it because I tried watching it once, and the 80s of it was hard to get through. So,
all right, Roger.
Okay. I mean, I've seen it, so.
Okay, well, you and I are watching The Goonies, and X is coming in blind.
Okay, fine.
Works for me.
I'm gonna set a fucking ground rule right now, is that what we can't do is bring back every single actor.
Just the canceled ones.
Yes, just the one who was in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Hell yeah!
What about Josh Brolin?
What about Josh Brolin?
Yeah, he'd have to come back as Thanos or nothing else.
So I haven't seen The Goonies. I've only seen like the first maybe 10 minutes of it. But the idea of the older brother and just the little Asian kid teaming up to do something wacky, I can already see it.
Oh man, Sean Astin's in it.
But I'm not saying we can't bring any of them. I'm saying we can't bring all of them.
Only the ones that are still famous. Everyone else, screw them.
They have like pictures on their desk of the ones that didn't get famous enough.
They all died shortly after the first. We'll talk about this next episode.
Next episode. All right.
All right.
Next
dear
episode, we're
listeners.
gooning.
Don't do that.
Do the outro.
Let's
Okay.
hope that this is the sequel that will win us our freedom. So Jett doesn't have to say that on a recording ever again. But if it doesn't, you can expect us on yet another episode in 2 weeks from this moment.
And until then, you can check out our other stuff. Roger and I do a podcast called Pair O Normal Dudes, where we just read the silliest of
Terrible,
paranormal stories from mostly
scary-
Reddit, almost exclusively Reddit. Roger also has the Dirty 22, a D&D podcast that is quite entertaining. And then Jett, of course, has his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jett Kuso. That's Kuso. He has his... He plays with his little toys over there.
That's what I do.
And until next time, we'll see you guys on Sequel Factory for part 2.
The sequel.
Continued.
Alrighty.